are actually working on a project where we're building data centers, or we're talking about designing data centers by reutilizing some older buildings. Because, there's a lot of vacant buildings in all of these cities. And why not convert some of these buildings into data centers? And if you're not familiar with the data center, look at the links below. We'll have access to that. But these data centers are the centralized place where we host and put computers in there. But not just a regular data center on the edge of the internet, but let's make it an AI edge data center, something that we potentially could have AI workload running in a city rather than running in these big old data centers. Or I just read an article about XAI having, this massive computing with thousands of GPUs. Why not just spread them out across the country or across the world into smaller locations so that people in those areas can access it?
Data centers, their room or facility has to be extremely cold.
Yeah. So one of the cool things about data center designs is you can take advantage of like isolating that cool or cooling a whole building. And when you're cooling a whole building, it's kind of so inefficient, right? And just for those that are wondering about what a data center is, just think of a data center as like a warehouse filled with computers from the floor to the ceiling. And if you're cooling that whole building, you have a lot of space that's not being used in terms of computing resources from the ceiling to the top of the rack. But this idea is taking it into a smaller footprint and possibly using something called liquid cooling. Have you heard of liquid cooling yet? Yeah. So liquid cooling is something that's getting even more popular with AI, with the type of chips that they're developing. But CPU liquid cooling too, because the other day I watched this video, a gaming computer. You remember
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I was going to say that gaming computers had those.
Yeah, gaming computers are coming out with liquid cooling in them, which is crazy. They literally have a radiator. They literally have a water line that goes directly to the CPU and then a water line that goes back. And just like in a car, it flows right through as it gets more hotter.
They had that for a while. Actually, some people don't trust it. Because any leak.
Yeah, the whole thing is a wrap. Well, water and electricity don't go together, right? Or water and electronics in general. But this idea of these data centers, these AI data centers are going to be smaller, does require less amount of cooling, less amount of space. And that's why this proposal is really focusing on, buildings that are either, vacant, nobody's living in there, or using it for business, and just building on top of them like a Lego set or a Tetris set of data center resources, such as GPUs for AI. So if y'all interested in learning a little bit more about this project, and definitely if you are an investor or you want to contribute either time or money, right, one of the two, come and holler us here at the Tech Hustle, and we're definitely going to enlighten you.